So you may be wondering why I didn't do this late at night. Well, the thing came out at almost 2 a.m. and I was very tired, so I thought, why not talk about this trailer early in the morning? Why not talk about it now? So here we are talking about the new trailer for Godzilla -1, the upcoming Toho-produced Godzilla film. It's always nice to hear when Toho does a Godzilla movie, right? It always feels good. And the fact that this is getting an international release, it's getting not a select theaters release, it's getting a nationwide release on December 1st is awesome. I am very excited to see this Godzilla film. I'm very, I'm hyped. Very hyped. And yeah, I'm just all in awe that we have a new Godzilla film from Toho. And yes, I do know that Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire was delayed only by a month. So it's not that bad. I was from March to April. So there's now at least we have a Godzilla film to tie this over. And then in April, we get another Godzilla film. How awesome is that? Not to mention we have the Godzilla Kong Justice League crossover. We have Gamera coming out, Gamera Rebirth coming out this week. We have a lot of kaiju content to kind of keep us tied over. So yeah. So let's talk about the trailer itself. The trailer looks phenomenal. The one thing I love most is the scaling. I really love how this isn't a huge Godzilla like Shin or Godzilla Earth was. This is a Godzilla who's actually he looks like roughly the same size as the original 54 Godzilla, where he's not towering over the buildings. He's just he is big, but he's not towering over the buildings. And also, I really love the fact that this Godzilla has just this. It has that GMK thing where we haven't really seen a Godzilla since GMK Godzilla, where we see the public in real danger, like when Godzilla smashing his tail against a building, people are flying ragdolling in the sky. Or the one scene that really haunted me is when Godzilla's just moving through the city, and you could see people getting stepped on underfoot, and I'm like, that's such a haunting image. I don't know what it is, but just that image of just Godzilla moving along and people getting stepped on underfoot it's a hauntingly disturbing scene of just, because we never really saw that a lot of, people getting trampled on under Godzilla's feet as he was, moving along. There was people, just running, but we never saw him, we haven't seen him in a long time stepping on people. This Godzilla also, facially, this Godzilla has... I really love the facial design, especially that final scene of Godzilla. What I mean by that is, I love that scene of Godzilla, it clearly looks like he's burning, whether that be from the nuclear fire or something of the nature. But you see, there's clear burn marks, like I said, in the first trailer, this Godzilla clearly got exposed to a nuclear bomb. We also, side note, know what year this is supposed to take place, in 1947. So this is still a U.S.-occupied Japan, and we do see some U.S. destroyers going after Godzilla as well. So there is a clear look at post-war Japan and the U.S.'s influence at the time. I really do like that. I really like that idea. And also, I know some other people have brought this up before, but it really does look like they are trying to... There's a lot of inspiration from the 2014 Gojira. Yeah, the 2014 Godzilla movie from Warner Brothers in this continuity. One clear scene that got to me was the Godzilla, the image of Godzilla swimming under a boat. Then you had, the government trying to cover up the fact that Godzilla exists, or other monsters, that's again, and also someone we have to tell the public, kind of like Bryan Cranston was in the 2014 movie. It's no secret that the director of this film loves the MonsterVerse. So it would stand to reason that there would be some connection there. I'm hoping it's just not one big homage. What I am hoping is that it's not one big homage to the 2014 movie. I really want this to be its own movie. I really am. I'm not trying to shit on it. I really am not. I'm just like, I really don't want it to be like one big homage to, or one big, like, a post-war era remake of the 2014 film. The movie does have this very somber feel to it. There's also a look of action. There's also some other great imagery of, like, Godzilla being hit with a bomb right in his face, and you quickly see other people just standing there in awe, like, we know we can't run from this. There's no running from this insanity, so we're just gonna take this. Yeah. This movie looked like, the design of Godzilla is fascinating to me, of just having all, like, because the thing is, especially in the shots, and I'm going to talk a little about the teaser too, that was meant to hype up this movie, hype up this trailer, excuse me, was that you really don't know where the destruction from the nuclear bombs begin and where Godzilla starts. You don't know where that is, and I think that's a neat, like I said, that's a very neat touch to this film. And again, exploring that era of post-war Japan, because in 1954, Japan had a little more autonomy in the 50s over. From the U.S. still had a lot of influence in Japan, but there was a lot more Japanese individuality at that point. By 1947, however, that wasn't the same case, where there were still multiple military bases on site. There was a lot of U.S. influence in the Japanese government overseeing things. So tensions were, like, the idea of that and the U.S. government trying to hide this, almost like, yeah, we know what made Godzilla. It was us. So they're trying to keep that. They're trying to force the Japanese government to keep it under wraps. I think that's probably where we're going. And we do get a quick glimpse of the blue atomic breath blowing up a ship in half. It's one of those blink and you miss it. In fact, I was watching Dangerville, the YouTube channel, and they kind of explained, it's like, oh, I didn't catch that. So this looks like a very dark, somber movie, and yeah, I'm all ready for it, guys. I am just completely ready for this for Godzilla -1. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of the new trailer for Godzilla -1? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.